Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Evenings, and afternoons, wherever you are in the world. Yes, so here we are. Another Thursday.
Yes.
We're absolutely knackered from work. So, looks like the weather's on the change as well.
Yes.
Let me just flick over to comments. I was just having a look on the Weather Fans page, actually, because obviously I'm not on Facebook at the moment.
Yeah. Do you want to have a look at the pictures on the Weather Fans page?
Yeah, I can do. Yeah, just got to
This morning.
because we've had some lovely snow. We had some over here over in Leeds and around Huddersfield and Halifax, but it seemed to be more heavier towards Halifax and the hills. But the more you came towards Leeds, there was less. So it's obviously as the stream has come to its end, it's it's just faded out. It was like an inch over towards Halifax and over here towards Leeds, nothing. So yeah, it is what
We
it
had a
is.
few snow showers. I think especially in New. I think was it Tuesday night or something. Tuesday.
Yeah. Tuesday morning, wasn't it?
I think it came through like 1 o'clock in the morning or something.
Yeah, we had some out of the blue last night actually, because we had that snow I was talking to you about, and then we had an unexpected shower last night. Might be even some tonight, but yeah, we'll have a look at the Weather Fans page because I haven't really been on recently. So have a flick through the old photos. Facebook. Excuse whoever that was. There we are. It's from Vicky.
Okay, you're on the screen.
Brilliant. So yeah, we've got one here from Vicky. There's another one there from Vicky. One from yourself there from yesterday. Let's have a look at the Forester Dean. Oh, that's me, Forester Dean. There's Forester Dean.
Oh.
Go back. Move to that Polygota one. This is from North Wales. That looks like could be Llandudno. No, that ain't Llandudno. I'm not even gonna guess. But if
Somewhere
Stephen
in North Wales, anyway.
Yeah, it says it's in North Wales. But if Stephen's in the comments, you can put it in the comment, and Michael can let us know.
Yeah.
One there from Scott in the New Forest, Burley in the New Forest. Very nice. Where the rays are coming out there from the sunset. This one from Mark says, "Here's a rare wintry scene in the desert. That is Morecambe in Lancashire." And goes on, blah, blah, blah. Said he was gravel, snows here. He laughed and agreed. By the time I arrived back to my padded cell, the weather was in semi-blizzard mode and could hardly see much of the towns bleated about. Anyway, yeah. Morecambe's getting some new infrastructure, that's all I can say. I've read today. So, yeah, that's from yourself.
Yeah, the warning is on the latest radar.
Yarp. This one's another one from you. Let me just bump out the picture. Can't really see it because that banner at the bottom. But
yeah.
Can't really. No. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. There we go. Yeah, so you can just see over the top of the houses in the distance there towards the east. I'm guessing that's towards the east because I have actually been to yours and I know which way that faces.
Yeah, that'd be right. Well, the sunrise. Yeah, but southeast really there.
That's from Chaz. Snowing that there Black Pool, I believe, is where Chaz is.
The Pool of Black.
The Pool of Blackness. Tar Pool. There we are. There's some more of the white stuff. More of the white stuff. And there's one from Andy in Scunny sunny, scunny. In this case, snowy, scunny.
Also, that conifers are taking a bit of a bow in the
I
middle.
know. I don't know what they took a battering from. Must move that on because that's one of our things. Yeah, I'll be coming on to one of these in a bit as well. Ice warning. There's various ice warnings.
I think that might be
most-
on Sunday, I think.
Yeah, these ones are only from today till tomorrow, but there might be more. And that's from 6 days ago from Matt. So
I think there was like some strong winds coming through the more or less
That's
your
right.
area.
yeah, that was before the cold air coming. So yeah, they're the ones from Weather Fan. So I'm going to go to them ice warning. Yes, go ahead, Michael.
Excuse me. Once you finish a look at those pictures, I did actually post something which I shared from another weather channel
Yep, I've seen that. It is.
with the drought. Should be able to go into.
I'm just going to it now, mate. There we are. This one here.
It is, yes.
So yeah, this is from July the 21st, 2022 to January the 7th, 2023 in California.
The before and after.
Yep, bit like what we've had.
Yeah.
They've had quite a lot of rain recently as well, haven't they? So they've had absolutely tons of rain. There we go. There's Lake Oroville again. And
The difference between them two is incredible there.
that reminds me of Bating's Reservoir. You remember the one with the little Packhorse Bridge that I showed you on Weather Fans? I'll see if I
Probably
can
did,
find
but
it.
can't remember it from the top of my head.
It's the one up near Todmorden.
This is
yeah.
a big difference between this and the
Oh, I
next.
yeah, it's a lot of a difference.
Because obviously most of California, I'm not sure if it's all of California or most of California, they get their water supply from these lakes during the summer months, and obviously with all the droughts.
So there we go, snowy. Madonna Pass in California. So yeah, back to the beginning again. So it was from AccuWeather actually, weren't it?
Yeah.
So,
I'll just share that, especially like dramatic changes like that.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find that picture of the one I'm on about. Because I did have it when I did my my little tour of when I did my catch up of all the reservoirs I'd been into over summer. Let's see if I can find any. Oh, look at all these snow pictures from December. And then we've got tornadoes. Might be a long way down. Nah. Choo-choo trains. Wrong channel, people.
No, it's weather related. It's
This is weather-related. I'm joking. Let's have a look. Nah, it's going to take too long to go through. Anyway, I'm going to come to ice warnings.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. My bad. Hang on. I pressed the wrong one.
Can't get the staff.
No, can't even see the staff. Never mind get them.
That's what I mean. You can't get the staff.
Literally.
They're invisible to the naked eye.
So, yes, we have
There you go, you're on full screen.
brilliant. Thank you. So, yeah, we have these ice warnings, which are in force from 5 o'clock this afternoon to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Just bear with me a second. Very dehydrated at the moment. It says the potential for ice developing and some challenging travelling conditions on Thursday night and into Friday morning. What to expect? Obviously, the usual when it comes to ice, slip, some injuries from slips and falls on icy surfaces. You know, sore hands, sore bum, sore maybe a broken leg, usual stuff. Probably some icy patches on untreated roads, pavements and cycle paths. That was the case this morning around here. The roads were a little bit slippy. So this covers, as you can see there, most of northern Scotland and Shetland and Orkney. And we'll come down. We've got this one here over the northern half of Northern Ireland, Another one there for much of Northumbria, Tyne and Wear into North Yorkshire, possibly some northern parts of West Yorkshire as well. And then there's another one down here. Let me just move that down. That goes from Manchester along the M62 corridor, along the A55 corridor, and down the west. So pretty much all of Wales, the Cheshire Gap, and then also down into Cornwall and Devon as well. Mostly Cornwall, I'd say. But yeah, that's the ice warnings. Further details, here we go. I believe they're going to be well below zero tonight. Wintry showers will gradually die out during Thursday night. With skies clearing, surfaces are expected to fall below freezing, leading to ice developing on untreated surfaces. And get the dentist to get your teeth in. That goes into tomorrow morning. So, yeah, same warnings all the way up to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Right,
Just having a quick
UKV.
look at the snow radar. We've got a few snow showers actually between Norwich and Peterborough at the moment, just north of between Norwich and Peterborough. And there's a few around Manchester into the Peak District.
Yeah, I'm just going to go on to Net Weather Radar now.
Okay. No, sorry. I spoiled the surprise.
Surprise! I can't even get to it. Right. Weather type on. I'm just thinking if I could put the infrared on. There we go. Visible. No. You won't see visible at this time of the day. Anyway, so yeah. Some around here. Some around here. And like Michael said, some going into Scotland as well. That's probably fade out though, but yeah. Oops. I always do that wrong. Just zoom down. So as you can see, there's some very, very light, sleety, rainy snow, possibly. Could just be like low cloud. This, as you can see, there's a bit of snow over Norfolk. That's about it, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I say the snow. I say it's petering out. So clear skies later tonight. They'll bring us sub-zero temperatures, which I'm going to come to now. Voila. So yeah, here we have the.
You do well.
Voila. Anywho, this is the UKV, the latest run. You can see there, pretty much fading the showers out into the early hours. Across Scotland, a die off into the early hours as the I think it's an occluded front that this is on the left here. It's here. It's the heralding of some warmer weather, shall we say. Although it hasn't been really cold like it was in December. It's been it's been chilly.
It's a typical winter's day, really.
Yeah. So probably a bit of low cloud over the peaks of the hills, so like the Pennines into the Peak District, probably over the Malverns and Chilterns as well. You can see there developing as that front makes its way in. So there we are at 6 o'clock. I'll just go to the minima, and as you can see there, -2, -3 over higher ground. Possible -13s and 12s over glens in the old sheltered glens and snowfields of Scotland, but towns and cities across Scotland -2, -3 tonight. Western parts of the Pennines will be around -2, -3. Places like Bradford, Leeds, Sheffield, 1 to 2 degrees into Birmingham. 1 to 2 degrees in the Midlands, but then you move south. This is probably where there's going to be some low cloud, I would imagine.
I think we are expecting some freezing fog to form.
That's right, yeah, as the ridge moves in. So I would imagine I'll put the fog fraction on in a minute and that'll tell us. but even over Wales, as you can see there, -3, -5. Across best part of Wales actually, and into Cornwall as well. Northern Ireland could get down to -11, somewhere to west of the province. -9 there, just to north of Belfast, probably over the Mourne Mountains somewhere. -5, -6, quite widely across there. I'm just going to go to fog fraction. Yeah, as you can see, there is some fog starting to show, mostly over high ground, maybe over Manchester. Is that a bad thing, really? Controversial, coming from a Yorksman. Around Perth, Ayrshire, somewhere there. Maybe
We've
up
had a comment come up.
Oh dear, I'm in trouble.
Had a bit of snow at Scunny tonight.
All right.
Scunthorpe.
Yeah. Scunthorpe will be handy then.
Yeah.
So as you can see there's fog, but that eases off by morning. It's just more patchy fogs a bit, maybe Vale York. Like I said, mostly over the Pennines and the higher ground. So yeah, we'll come back to precipitation cloud. So here we are at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We've got the rain just starting to make its presence felt in the west. Very far west though, probably across the Republic. Maybe this here might be some snow coming into North Wales over Snowdonia. Maybe even a clip in there over the east as the low moves down. I don't believe this was a polar low, it's just a normal low. Quite interesting read that about the polar low the other day. Polar low. So yeah, that occluded front dies a death really, but behind this cloud here to the west is more warmer weather, as we'll see in a minute. I'll just go to the maxima. So as you can see there, not much of an increase. Maybe 5s and 6s.
It's not much of a change during Friday. It's more coming into the weekend, really.
More coming into the weekend, yeah. It was supposed to happen on Friday, but it's been pushed back anyway. So we'll see if there's any fog about or cloud. Could be the winds are coming in off the North Sea. I believe they're coming in, so like veering east to southeasterly, something along that line. Really, really, really calm winds, as you can see there. Possible about 7 to 10 mile an hour, if that. Maybe a bit stronger towards the southeast, but across best part of England and Wales and Scotland, even across Northern Ireland, England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern parts. Breath, you know what I mean? No wind there. So we will go to come back to here. So yeah, this is Friday night, so you can see that front is making its presence felt. There's the warm front coming in, and behind that, as you can see there, a bit of snow on the leading edge for Scotland on Saturday morning. We'll have a look at the temperatures for that now. So England and Wales, some sheltered areas could get down to -10, probably north of where you are, Michael, somewhere over like Matlock or Buxton. Down here, just around here, say -7.
Looks like the Peak District to me.
Yeah, that's like I said, Buxton, Matlock, somewhere like that.
Maybe Ashbourne as well.
Ashbourne, yes, that's another sheltered area as well. So yeah, anyway, pretty much north of Birmingham could get down -7, -8. England, Northern England, -4, -5 in the rural areas, -2 in the cities. Yeah, even -5 there in Hull. So there could be ice warnings for these areas tomorrow if there's any showers in the east. -4, -5 across Wales. More towards the coast, it'll be just that little bit warmer with the wind coming in off the sea. Yeah, possibly 2s or 3s there in the west of Wales and the north coast. Coming land soon drops. Northern Ireland, you can see there the warmer air is starting to make its presence felt on Saturday morning with 5 or 6, maybe a bit of a frost over the mountains, but other than that, 5, 6 is come down into the south. So -6 showing somewhere around like Swindon, Cirencester, maybe. But quite widely -3, -4s, -5s there in Nottinghamshire, maybe, and Rutland. There's a -6 there in South Yorkshire and Lincolnshire. Just have to see. These might get downgraded or upgraded on tomorrow's run. And so let's go into Saturday. See, that rain dies a death, really. The cold air is hanging on down here. I'll just go to that, actually. So there we go. Maximum. So as you can see there, cold air is quite well across Scotland as well, given, the warm air is moving in, but the really warm air is there behind that front. And
it's just a very, very slow progress.
It
Not
is.
like we had back in December, where one day was like about 0 degrees, and the next day it's like 12 or 13 degrees.
That's right. I think there was a difference of 17 degrees on that day, whereas this one's more of a gradual, like Michael says, a gradual
slow process, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because there's a high pressure moving in, and that's eroding this warm front. But it does eventually get in behind this front here. So Saturday night, cloudy. Let's see if it goes low. Excuse me. Yeah, it's still quite cold across northern England, Wales. Maybe get some frost. Sheltered Glens of Scotland could get some frost. And down towards the southeast and the Midlands as well. So we're going to Sunday. You can see, let's go back to 1500. And this is Sunday. There we go. As you can see, still not warm, warm, but it is gradually creeping up in some parts of Wales and across Scotland as well. But England and Wales are still in the colder air. I put that in air, in air quotes. The colder air. So let's see what happens. Don't want to go too far ahead, but that gets stuck up against the high pressure which is building across northern and eastern areas here. I think that's the high anyway. It better be. So this is Monday, and then I'm going to pass it to Michael. Still cold air there across England and Wales, northern England anyway, but the warm air is starting to come further south. Scotland, 10 degrees, so rapid fall. There could be some flooding in the mountainous areas of Scotland, even across the central belt, 9s and 10s. Newcastle could be seeing 8, 9 degrees. But then you move down into North Yorkshire, 2 degrees, 5 degrees in cities across northern England. Same. West Midlands, 3 to 4 degrees, even down in I think so. Yeah, even by Monday, cold air's still there. It's not going without a fight. So I can say, but this could get downgraded, and the cold air could still be hanging on further north.
Yeah,
we'll have to see, because with this, it's only short range, so it's only reasonable for 3 days maybe, so 3 to 5 days at most. But that's why I'm going to pass it to you, Michael, for the GFS and see where we go from there. So it's over to you, my friend.
Thank you. I'll get straight on to the Met Office facts charts, which is on the should be on the screen right now. Just double check it is,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, is that the latest? Yes, it is. So these are the latest Met Office facts charts. So we've got this occlusion just to the north here. That's perhaps why we've got a few showers of perhaps over Manchester. It's a very weak feature. And perhaps there's that little feature of North Norfolk into
Lincolnshire,
Peterborough. I think I said, I can't remember now.
Cambridgeshire.
So yes, it's not exactly a live feature. So that was like sinking southwards during the night. Actually moves into the North Sea, in fact. So there might be one or two shells still, perhaps for eastern areas.
Mm-hmm.
Where the rest of the country is under a ridge of high pressure. And we can see these weather fronts sitting at west, but as mentioned, was just making a very slow inroad really into the UK. We've got high pressure to our northeast and to our southwest, and these weather fronts in between. We're still under high pressure as we head into Sunday. These weather fronts are trying to move in, trying to bring in less cold air in, but it's going to be against this area. Quite fairly strong, actually, 1,038 millibar high pressure just to our northeast. For some reason, that's stuck on the same time frame for the next 3 slides there. But as we're heading to Monday, still high pressure and control for much of England and Wales. And we've got these weather fronts still out west producing less cold air. Excuse me. Let's have a look at the GFS charts. Those cheap Jaffa cake to keep repeating on me at the minute, so excuse my hiccups.
The 850s.
Look at the 850s. Show you the warm and cold air. So as you can see, we're under cold air at the moment with the blues.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the yellows and lighter greens out to the west. So a little lower pressure sinking into northern Spain, northeast Spain, southwest France there. But we're still under cold air. And begin to see when we get into Friday that we're trying to get the milder air coming in. But that cold air is still hanging on for dear life then further southeast you are. Even as we head into Sunday, that cold air is just holding on by its fingertips. Not as cold as it has been perhaps over the last few days. But what I'm noticing here, we've got these long fetch southwesterlies heading all the way up through Norway into, well, it's the Arctic really. As we head into Monday, that cold air on this latest from the GFS is really still holding on for dear life still. That milder air still out west. What happens from here? We've got high pressure building in from the south. Where's that going to go?
I'd say that's interesting because that warm air has died a death, really, and that's actually bringing in the colder air earlier. So that warm air just seems to fade out, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've got this area of high pressure moving it from the southwest. Its position is key really for this week. There's been suggestions of different places. But as we head through next week, it's got that high pressure sitting more kind of towards the northwest, really. And around that, it's trying to bring in colder air in again. So let's see what happens going forward here. We do get a bit of colder air coming around the top of it. Then that high pressure is just milling around really to our west.
Yeah. I mean, that high pressure just needs to be that little bit more west, and we've got a nice shot of northerlies, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's just like you say, it's just milling about, isn't it?
Then moves back down to the southwest on this latest run. We'll have a look at the GFS actually, the this morning's run, to see what that we're coming up with. And yeah, it's just that high pressure is virtually sat on top of us really for the rest of this month.
Mm.
We've got
Yeah.
cold air getting sandwiched in between us for the end of the run here.
Yeah.
We've got low pressure out into Central to Eastern Europe. We've got a cold punch in the Central Atlantic there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, parts of Eastern Europe there, with the minus 10 isotherm and perhaps minus 15 coming into Eastern Europe.
Mm.
Let's have a look and see if the this morning's run did the same thing as well.
Yeah.
So the models are just in disagreement with this high pressure where it's going to end up.
Yeah, there's been a lot of variation with that high, with where it goes and how it comes in. When we're up to Wednesday.
So there we are for Wednesday, Thursday.
So that's bringing it. Nah.
No, it doesn't bring any cold air at all around the top of it. It's got a bit further southwest on this morning's run.
It seems to drag a bit of warm air into the high, which might be inversion.
Yeah, I would say a lot of fog, really.
I won't say with that. Seems to be a long fetch southwesterly on that one.
Mm. And that high pressure seems to go into Central and Southern Europe.
Yeah.
And there's like another high pressure
polar low there.
Southwest.
So there's another polar low there developing at the top. Proper polar low. As you see, just coming out of Greenland, and it just rapidly develops. Yeah, it's the characteristics of a polar low, that is. And it just dies. From what I was reading, there's quite a few polar lows there just spawning. Quite enjoyed that read. I'm right into polar laws now. I'm learning every day thanks to NetWeather.
So yeah, it's not really showing too much cold air on the this morning's run compared to the latest run. It's just where this high pressure goes really for next week.
Yeah.
So that situation, that position there, feels a bit further west. The now does open the door to the northerlies there.
It does. It's just seeing where it is by Wednesday, Thursday. I don't think we're going to get out of the cold, the colder air in the north, in this part anyway, and in the Midlands this week. I don't think we'll get out of it. Might get maybe a day of warmer weather, and then it just goes cold again. Have to see. Interesting development.
Let's have a look at the precipitation time. We're looking at this. There's not going to be too much in the way of any precipitation, really.
No, not with that high pressure.
So that's probably that. So there's that probably occlusion coming through. So there's not very much on there, really. I think that seems to enhance things over the Low Countries there. Then we've got that warmer air, let's say less cold air trying to move in from the west there. But it kind of dies a death as it goes into this air of high pressure. And we've got things trying to move down from the northwest. Again, there could be something more rain maybe for Wednesday there. But it depends if this high pressure holds on. They're really under quite a spell of weather with hardly any rain at all.
Yeah.
So we could be looking at a dry end of January, really.
Good.
And at the moment, start of February is looking very dry. So there's not much in the way of snow, really, for the Seaboard on the latest run of the GFS.
No.
So I'm looking at the maximum temperatures. So as you've already mentioned about the next few days, you can see that less cold air moving in from the west, but It's taking down forever to move in. Looking at low to mid single figures across much of the UK. As we're heading to Sunday. Again, that keeps the cold air for most of the UK away from Ireland, really.
Mm.
And what happens on Monday? It's not really bringing that mild air in at all for Monday.
No. Still keeps around about 3-4 degrees, doesn't it? And it's still got frost there across.
I think it's moved into the northwestern areas there, but still across much of England and Wales, that cold air still hangs on.
Yep, as you can see there, it doesn't really.
It kind of, then by Wednesday, it moves in
briefly. Because that looks like just a little sandwich, a little finger of warmer air.
Then, will that get, there's back to, yeah.
There's like a little finger of warmer air. Then there we go. Back to square one again.
I'm looking at mid-single digits at the moment through to next weekend. Then we're going to see much temperature change. I say it's going to be sticking around about 6s and 7s, really. Again, if you mentioned, could be temperature inversion as well. If we're getting these long fetch southwesterly around this area of high pressure, but it's just a crucial where this high sits is just a crucial part of how warm, how less cold or cold it will feel.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at the lows as well quickly.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing for time? That's fine.
Yeah, got 20 minutes.
Until the apprentice starts.
Yep. And do the stratosphere after this.
Yeah. So, yeah, these are the moment temperatures heading into the weekend. Frost for many on Saturday. There's most of England, Wales, really, for there. We're getting a nice frost as well under that area of high pressure. Then frost is more limited to central and eastern areas by Monday morning. And Tuesday is very similar places, really. Tuesday, definitely that finger of warm air tries to move in, doesn't it? For Wednesday on there. So it's more confined to more southeastern areas. Then we're not seeing too much of a frost, maybe for northern areas, perhaps over Wales. Then looking ahead, risk of maybe frost some nights, depends on cloud amounts and if you've got the fog.
And the positioning of that high as well. Highs over the top of us.
Yeah.
Could be pleasant but cold on the night. If it's to the west of us, we could have really, really cold nights.
The main talking point recently is the stratosphere. I mentioned this, I think I looked at this on Sunday. If any warming is taking place, there's some suggestions that we could have a southern stratospheric warming, but there's still whispers in the wind really about this. But if we will get a southern stratospheric warming, so let's have a look at the latest GFS. We've got a bit of a warming towards the American and Pacific side. It's putting that slightly under pressure. Then we've got a warming trying to take place over Asia side, I believe.
Yeah.
We've got that warmer air coming into the Arctic, but definitely by far not a southern stratospheric warming. It's a bit of a displacement really with this polar vortex as it shifts towards Europe.
Yeah. It's quite up there, plus minus 30s.
And it's definitely pushing that warmer air into the North Pole there.
It is.
that polar vortex still hangs on for dear life. Also, we've got a bit of a warming there actually towards the end of the
Yeah.
run. Will we see any reds at all?
Don't know, but it pushes into North
Yeah,
Pole.
it really puts pressure on the polar vortex. I think that's like perhaps over the North Pole because the North Pole is somewhere around this region just here.
That's right, yeah.
So that'll push temperatures into plus 30, minus 30 there roughly.
Yeah, that's over the in the strat. Wonder if we can look at it further down, like at, well, what's it like at 10 HPA?
I can only get 30 on here.
Well, can you only get 30? That's a bummer. Or even like further down, what HPA?
I'm not, I can't remember any of the websites that I've got the
I'll have to have a look into it for Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's definitely talk of an SSW, but is it just a warming or is it an actual SSW? That remains to be seen. That's what the Met were on about. So is the what they call it, the jet stream?
Yeah, let's have a quick flick through that, and I think that'd be more or less it for tonight, I reckon.
Yeah, there's not much to comment on really.
No, so it came for a quite a spell, but as I said, the positioning will be crucial. So we're under the cold jet, on the cold side of the jet at the moment, hence why it's been, well, cold. And as we go over to the weekend, we'll start to go more towards the warmish side of the jet.
Yeah.
There's
Still,
that ridge of high pressure there trying to move in. Just notice how strong the jet is across northern Africa, really.
yeah, it takes a good dive to the south, doesn't it? What's the word? Bifurcates.
But it's actually across northern Africa right now, actually.
Mm,
There's like a, say, brief respite-ish before.
yeah,
It was like a bit of a cut-off low, actually, for the
through the med.
yeah, through the Balearic Islands and Sardinia.
Hmm.
So really, the jet's really amplified at the moment before it tries to level off in the north.
It keeps us mostly on the warmer side of the jet.
Yeah,
So you can
it's
see
a bit of a mess, really, isn't it?
it is. It is.
Through much of this start of this year was just making the beeline across the Atlantic.
Mm,
More of an amplification of the jet.
yeah, that could be down to the temperatures in America, plus also them things down to the Madden Julian as well.
Yeah. What's up, Richard? I tell you what, I'm gonna have a look at one more thing. I'll just get on the screen. Then we'll call it a night.
Oh, excuse me.
That should flick over to this now.
Yeah.
Has it? It has. So let's have a look at the latest temperatures across the UK. My current maximum temperatures of 7 degrees was that. That is down in the Isles of Scilly. At +7. Current coldest temperature at the moment is Saint Bridge at -5. So let's have a look. Gatwick Airport at -1. Isle of Portland is 5 degrees. St Catherine's Point in the Isle of Wight, 4 degrees.
Yeah, we're 3 degrees.
Plymouth 1 degrees. Let's head through to South Wales. Cardiff Airport at 0. Pershore 1. Birmingham Airport +2. Nottingham +1. Leeds Bradford +2.
Yeah, that's right.
Liverpool Airport 6 degrees. It's a heat wave there. Liverpool Airport at 5 degrees. Could be more cloud cover there, actually. That might be my suggestion. Teesside at 2 degrees. Newcastle at 2. Dundee at +3. Strathallan at +6. Evermore +2. Stornoway +1. Glenanne at +1. Belfast at -1. And Oak Park Carlow at -1. So where's the highest of the pressure? Out over Ireland at 1,016. And the lowest pressure is in northeast Scotland at 1,003. I think that's enough for tonight, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Nothing much going on. More the air's trying to move in, but it's like a bit of a slow process and flicking over to high pressure for the foreseeable, really.
Mm-hmm.
Position's crucial for what we get is the term of wind direction, if it's going to be cold or less cold, or if you're going to get coastal fog. But kind of the key thing, I think, in the next week or so at least.
Yeah, it will be. So the tightness has just whacked me in the face. I'm just like really really hit me. So yeah, that's how I feel at the moment. Anyways, matchsticks. So yeah, we'll be back on Sunday, hopefully with a little bit more information on what's going to happen in the week ahead for next week. But this weekend looks more of a slow progress towards warmer weather. May not even reach the east, as we say. May not even reach the east.
It all depends if this high pressure hangs on for dear life or not.
If it builds as well, it could just knock that cold air right over the top of us, or it could just knock it out the way, and it is what it is. But anyway, guys, call it a night there. Then Michael go watch The Apprentice, and I'm going to go catch up on my soaps and get some kip as well because I'm absolutely shattered.
No, I'm feeling the same way. It seems to be Thursday for me. Like I've got one more shift left for the weekend.
Oh, don't. Mine aren't till Sunday, but I'm seeing at the moment and seeing what's going on. But anyway, it's good night from him.
And it's good night from Black and White Banner thing.
I will be on soon, I promise. Yeah, no worries, guys.
Take care. Thanks for watching.
Okay, guys.
See you again soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.